And we are live in 1 minute. Thank you again also for the team replay. So I'm going to begin in 1 minute. Bear with me. I wish you are fine. It's Saturday and I'm covering yesterday and today. So we are right on time. I'm just going to remove the music, open my camera and remove this also. So thank you so much for the ChLogOlate of Friday and of Saturday. So bear with me while I'm checking if I am live right now. Feel free to comment or to say me hello, sending emojis. Bear with me because I'm going to, okay, LinkedIn is really clever. So it works. So amazing. So now I'm going to just to focus on my today words of the day, because ChLogOlate is about French, refrench your brain. So it's about talking about French and about words that you can discover in French. And then after that, I will illuminate someone and then share a story or sing a song. And then it will be an event that I'm going to announce in the next days. So with that, my friends, we are beginning with the word of the day, which is pâte. And you notice, as you were acknowledging yesterday about the word tâche, that is different with tâche. So anything that is with the circumflex accent, um, let's say 90 to 95% of the time you pronounce the letter long. So for instance, Hote, you pronounce it haute and not hot, because this is not hot, by the way. So I'm just checking my technology just because I want to see your comments right now. And so we are live. And so the word of the day is pâte, and it could be singular or plural. And obviously there is also another meaning if it's plural, by the way. And you will understand that's really interesting why there is a circumflex accent on top of the A. So I'm just checking if I'm live. Yes. So why circumflex accent? It's because most of the time, not every word is the case, but there is a history behind that was okay. Before there was an S instead of the circumflex accent, so the S after the letter, like hot, host, pat, pasta. So pasta is from Latin. So by the way, I'm going to share my screen right now. Bear with me. So you will have the difference between pat, and pâté. That are not the same. Pat and pâté are not the same. So because it's not only one word that I would like to share, it's multiple words, so that you see the difference. So bear with me, my screen is shared. So I will begin. So for instance, there is a double session. The first part will last 24 minutes for the yesterday that I was not doing. And the second part will last also 24 minutes. So it will be a 48 maximum. So part, most of the time I can also not check in the definition. There are probably other meanings, but part most of the time is like something that is a kind of a consistent but flexible. And this is from pastry, which is like anything that is wheat or any kind of farina. Could be also veggie farina or anything that is not wheat, by the way, because there are also gluten-free pasta. So pat in that case, in the culinary sector, is a culinary preparation from wheat, so farina. consumed after cook. So there are many applications: bread, cake, um, any sweet, etc. So in pâte, and so you see in the picture like a pie pasta in a wood planche, so that's where you work your pasta. It could be also by extension an food pasta, which is a kind of self-prepared. There are like the old way you have your wheat and you do it yourself with a rouleau à pâtisserie, the pasta roll, or you are buying it already made in advance. For people are lazy or don't like to lose time or doesn't want to put their hands on the farina, there are already prepared pasta. There is also, by extension, a substance or mix, more or less soft, of different ingredients. And in that case, there are various explanations like tooth pasta, dentifrice, pâte dentifrice, pâte à papier, that's the paper pasta. If you want to have a creation from paper but with a pasta. Pâte à modeler, that's the for the kids, with different colors also. They can clay the pasta. And pâte de verre, that's for the glass. I think it's for more like the glass industry. And then something also in the painting. But it's so interesting. I was not knowing this expression, but this could mean also someone that is easily easily I don't know how to say, because I want to pay the respect to the person, but easily whole, like someone that doesn't complain, someone that is like, I think the best synonym could be a kind person, but could be also a carpet, by the way, like someone that is adaptable. So that's why it's the metaphor, the analogy of pasta is good, like c'est une bonne pâte. So someone from good conditions, but also could be also someone who is easily flexible, and someone that is not having boundaries. So aside that, there's also nouilles, which is noodles, and there are many expressions, by the way. Avoir la main à la pâte, or mettre la main à la pâte, means to really work on. So the metaphor, like, okay, I put my hands on my pasta and I work on it. So it's like having the will to make effort and to dive. There will also roll up your sleeves, se retrousser les manches, to really go to do something that is not pleasant or that is really could be dirty. So anyone who would like to comment or share anything, feel free. Then other expressions, comme un coq en pâte. I can focus on this one, by the way, because it's from Roaster, by the way. Yeah, the one with the chicken, by the way. Yeah, for prizes. So it's like all really soft, like the king. Comme un coq en pâte, really someone that is really well considered. Then machine à pâte, pasta machine. Mettre la main à la pâte, donc there is avoir la main à la pâte, and I use more mettre la main à la pâte because it takes the action. Avoir is to have. So, and then you see pâté, but pâté is not the same, even though it's quite like the same, but I don't see really the same. Because it's really specific, but they show it in the list. Else there is also many different kind of pasta, like kale pasta. I think it's a chou, kale. Pâte à crêpes, that's pancake. Pâte à dents, that's really funny because usually I say pâte de dentifrice, so pâte à dents, that's in Canada. Pâte à modeler, that's for the claying, for the child that are playing with the kind of pasta that is not to eat, but of course. I don't go to the detail like that, I let you read, and I let you explore it. I don't want to go further about that. If you see what's about that. Pâte à sel, salt pasta, pâte à sugar pasta, anything that is like easily modelable. Pâte à tarte, pâte à tartiner, that's the choco pasta. Like I will not quote the brand that is beginning by N because I don't like to make dish. You see more palm oil than pasta in there, by the way. So pâte cuite, pâte d'amande, pâte feuilletée, pâte levée, pâtisserie that comes from pasta, by the way. That's the sweet, the dessert, the dessert. Pâtissier, that's the people, the people that make pâtisserie, by the way. Aside that, in English, so dove, if I pronounce it well, I would say pastry. Dove, pâte à pain. Interesting. I learned things thanks to you also. And butter, pâte à frire. So Italian impasto or and yeah, pat from the ancient paste or Latin pasta, pat. Gruyère d'orge. That's really interesting. It's something that is from orge is a kind of a cereal from the beer, by the way. Aside that, this is all for pasta or pat. Do I see any comments? Feel free to let me know. I don't see any comments, although we are on live and there are people. So aside that, I'm not going to do detail, and I'm just sharing the pronunciation between France.
Une pâte.
Une pâte. It gives also the feminine because it's feminine.
Pâte.
Pâte, voilà.
Pâte.
Pâte. In Canada?
Pâte.
Pâte.
Interesting. Not so much A.
Pâte.
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 So pâte. So remember that you have to pronounce the A longer because there is the trema. And as you see in the Latin, it's from pasta, which means that in ancient French, there was a S. And then they decided to replace the S by the A. For the further note for myself, I'm really curious to know why they decided to at some point to replace the S by the circumflex accent, because there are some other languages that are using accents, but it's quite unusual in French, in another language to have accents, by the way, like that, the circumflex accent. So right now I'm going to share you another word that is really related to pat, but is not pronounced the same, and it's not absolutely not written the same. And I love it, by the way, because it's share my screen. Voila. And this word is pat. So you notice the difference between pat and pat. Pat comes from pata, pat, which is like something for the foot in the shoe. I don't know the word for semelle in English, by the way. Pad. Pad from the German patcher, like a hand, or could be to dirt, to tap. I don't know. That's very interesting. Pat. And patauger. Oh, I learned a lot of things, by the way. We always learn. So it's in anatomy, and it's more used to animals. It's not used really for human unless it's ironical or metaphoric. Because it's a kind of a leg from an animal. It could be also an animal that is four-legged, a bird, or even a kind of fish. Interesting. Yeah, in fact, all the things that are the extension of the crustacés, écrevisses, homard, yeah, and the fly, of course, patte, or also the frog, patte de grenouille, and also, so it's more for the animal. So patte is not patte. Like you never say mettre la main à la pâte. You say mettre la main à la pâte because it's from pasta. It's not from pâte. Pâte is not pâte. And familiarly, by extension, analogy, it's also the hand of a human. Donne-moi ta patte. It means give me your hand. Bas les pattes. That means don't touch this. Don't touch this. That's an expression. Could be also that's really interesting because pat could be the hand or could be the leg or the foot for humans. And that's also for the artist. Avoir de la patte means to have a unique technique, a certain character that is easily identifiable. Really easy, you can identify it. That's really interesting. In music, but it's not so much used. The first time that I see that. For the botanists, yeah, not used neither. The rest is like a jargon for marine, for the iron. Yeah, that's also for the old times, the face of someone who has. In French, I used more the favori because it's a kind of extension of the hair on the face, and it's not so much used, but it's like classy, maybe I will have a translation for you in English so that you will understand. Else, I don't see anything else to say about that. So most of the time is an element, as you see, and says there is armory with avec une patte, by the way. So it's for animals, but also for analogy and familiarly for humans. So a patte means that it's with the foot, like en bus ou à pattes. Je viens chez toi à pattes. That means that you will use your legs. À quatre pattes, that means that the babies are always on the ground with their hands and their legs. So à quatre pattes, that's that. Aside that, there are so much expression that I'm not going to go too much in details, but I love the metaphor. For instance, en avoir plein les pattes, that means literally to have full on my legs. That means that I have a full on my plate. That could also that. Lever la patte for a dog. I'm not going to do detail because it's a dog biological need. Montrer patte blanche. That's very interesting. I'm going to check that because there is an expression, montrer patte blanche, from the fable de La Fontaine. La Fontaine, le loup, la chèvre, le chevreau. Do not open to nobody without him, without this animal. When that reminds me about le chaperon rouge, by the way, because there is a wolf. Montrez-moi patte blanche ou je n'ouvrirai point, because the wolf doesn't have a white leg. It's only for the lamb, or I don't know. So to attest your identity, montrez patte blanche. Mouton à cinq pattes, that means someone that is really rare, because you never see a five-legged sheep. But there are many expressions, by the way, so I'm not going too much. Also with the animal behind, patte de vache, patte de lapin, patte d'ours, or patte d'éléphant. Yeah. I think this one is quite funny because it's about the dogs, by the way. And we are already on 24, so I'm really passionate. Yeah, it's the teckle, this kind of dog that is really long, saucisson à pattes, which means hot dog, I think. But so much interesting. So I will illuminate someone right now, because there is also pâté, but pâté. I'm not going too much in details, but pâté is that's very interesting. I will tell it later because there are so much things to unfold with pâté. But remember that pâté is not pâte. Pâté, it could be a block of something, like a pâté de maison, a house block, or it could be a kind of a meat on a block. Like pâté de foie gras, that's something that is rectangular and that is meat, and that you can also put on your bread, by the way. So with that, I'm going to close now, and on the second session I will be more short. So pâte, pâté. So that's the different pronunciation. Eliminating someone, I really don't know right now who I'm going to eliminate. So I'm going to choose randomly with my head. And this person will be... Bear with me because I'm sharing my screen to let you show this person with the technology. So, making the suspense. So this person is Lachelle. And Lachelle Atkins, feel free to connect with her. The America's Supermom, as she said, TV producer, media and marketing strategist, mother of 15 kids. Amazing. If you need productivity kids, productivity tips, ask her. I think she is the best about that, by the way, with 15 kids. And yeah, that's it. So feel free to connect with her. It's amazing because we have already, me and her, 334 relations in comments. That's crazy. So if you are not connected with her, please connect with her and feel free to discover her, to contact her, and to give her good vibes. So that's me illuminating someone. So that with that, I'm going to pause, bringing the music so that I go to the second party, the 29th, which is this today, Saturday, because until now it was the 28th, and now that will be the 29th. So bear with me, I'm going to stop my share, close my camera, bring the music, and prepare for the session forward. So see you in 1 minute. So for the team replay that is only there for the second part, if you are just advancing into the video, the first part was the 28th, and it was about the word of the day was pat, and also adding two other words to allow you to not confound, because pat is not pat and is not pâté. So that we are now beginning already on the second session, preparing all the things to unfold, cutting the music, showing the new word, hiding the design, and sharing my camera to see my beautiful face. I don't know if it's beautiful, but I will let you judge. And in the next editions, I will have my full camera and an amazing setting for you to show. So thank you again for the team replay and for the people that are live right now with your patience, for attending already 24 minutes of the session. So in the next 24 minutes or less, I will share about the word of the day. So the RISE framework. R stands for refrench your brain, bringing a word in French. I stands for illuminating someone. S from a story. And I realized that I was not having any time for sharing the story. So I think I'm going to share more a song instead of a story, or maybe two songs if I have time. And then E stands for the event. And I don't know if I have an event right now. I will have an event. So today the word of the day is bar, and opposing the second word, which is pronounced the same but not having the same signification, meaning which is bar, but bar is not bar. Well, bar. And this is barbar. By the way, barbar is barbar. Bar. I don't know if there is, but barbar. It was like playing with words. So I will not be barbar. I will be bar. And the third word is barré, which is not the same, by the way. And I will do my best to be quick because j'ai du pain sur la planche. I have bread in my oven with all the things that I'm unfold with you. And let me prepare that because I was not preparing the Wiktionary. Wiktionary is amazing because then you can go to fr.wiktionary if you want to see it in French. And if French is not your native language, you can put en instead of fr. But en might have less information related to French than if fr. So that's me right now preparing for bar. So bear with me, bear with me, which is not the same. And interesting. It's okay. I don't see. I see. Okay, I see. It was me and my technology, and then Barry. So bear with me. I'm going to share my screen right now. Am I still audible? Yes, it's okay. I am audible. So thank you again for the team replay and for the people in the audience. I'm going right now because Barry could be also having another meaning. Je ne suis pas Barry. Et je ne me barre pas. That's another expression, by the way, that I will unfold. So I will begin by bar, B-A-R-R-E, or in French, B-A-R-R-E, and which is a kind of a stick, a long line stick of wood or of or iron or whatever. So the definition means an element of wood, of metal, which is really thin and long. So no, a bar, like really identifiable. And particularly a piece of wood and metal who is allowing the door to close or the window to close. And I see what it means. You know, when you have a window that you can open laterally, then either you use a key to close the window or the door, or either you place the bar, especially if it's a door or window that is sliding, so that the piece of wood will block the door to open. So you don't then need a key. Of course, you can use a key to lock it, and you can use this bar, the board or the metal, to block the door or the window to fly. But it's quite old. By extension, rigid object which is rectangular and uniform. Caoutchouc, by instance, especially a food that is presented long. Let's see the example. And that's very interesting because they talk about the pâte feuilletée, which is pasta, and then barre de chocolat. That's it. It's a long piece of chocolate. So bar or tablet, by the way. But bar tablet could be like rectangular and wide, while bar is rectangular and really short in the largeness. So that's very interesting. So if you have any comment, any question, I don't see any comment, any question right now on LinkedIn or on StreamYard. So feel free to share. I just received a message, but I'm checking it about the chat now. And I don't see any comment on StreamYard. So thank you again for watching, and for the team replay, feel free to comment. So it was a bar. And aside that, so barre de chocolat, barre de nougat, barre de céréales. That's a cereal bar, by the way. So in that case, BAR. And you will see the translation, by the way. And also in the marine, it's the navigating bar, I think, gouvernail, like to direct the boat. There is probably another word than bar for in English. Also, a long piece of iron. For the wood to be hold in good position, but it's not really used. I never heard that. Or anything that is used to support something, support a tunnel. Also to separate the horses, to make equal distance, to have enough distance between horses. Interesting. Could be a little a portic, a little door where they were assembly or terminal. It's really not used, this one. And that's the most used, by the way. It's the strike. When you use a pencil or a pen and you are making like, this is not correct, I strike it. So that's a bar. And so that un mot barré, it's a word that is striked, by the way. So bar. So that's really interesting. But in the most used, I think bar is like there is also an exercise. Exercise for the children. Like, there are little lines. Aside that, there are many things, but really jargon and not really used. And that's also the expression un coup de barre, ou une barre à l'estomac. That's when you have a sensation that is really not with that create dis-ease for the stress or the fear. Un coup de barre, un barre à l'estomac. I think coup de barre is more like you don't have anything to eat. So interesting. I say that is too much jargon. By the way. So it's really interesting that bar could be used really granularly, using different in different fields. Also, for instance, in the Wi-Fi or the communication, like je n'ai plus qu'une barre. That means that you don't have a lot of reception, because a bar, like, is the line that you see 3, 4, 5 lines, you know. And bar could be also a milestone, by the way. It's not used. I would say jalon, more jalon than bar, but it's like figurative for explaining a milestone. Aside that, yeah, and also in the dancing, the long piece of elements that helps you to you hold it and you are able to make easier the exercise without falling. Bar. Aside that, yeah, many other explanations, by the way. Barre de chocolat, barre de, so yeah, so the too much expression for me to go to unfold that. Feel free to check on Wiktionary, because there are many things to explore. Hi, Jackie. Yes, you send me a voice message, and right now I see your comment, and I will do my best to share it on Restream, as I see on the chat. Thank you, Jackie, for showing up for my event. So happy SaturYay. And I was explaining bar, which is bar, but many other translation. By instance, like bar, as you see, could be also pole, rod, handle, shaft, staff, stake, stave, spar, and of course these are synonyms that are really depending on the context, by the way. That's for the long piece of wood or metal. An obstacle. Yeah, that's for the horse, by the way, or the Olympics. Yeah, and there is no translation about that in English, by the way. So I'm going to move forward in anything that is English. Wheel. That's it. Wheel. What is the for the boat to be left or right, by the way. Or helm. Interesting. Aside that, there is. I'm not going too much in details because it's too much jargon. And of course, it's a form from the verb like barrer ou se barrer. And so we are on the 37th minute. We are still 9 minutes, so 11 minutes, so I'm going to be short. But there, the pronunciation.
Bar.
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 That's it. And in Canada, I don't know if you notice each time that I let the Canadian pronunciation, there is the long R, bar. So the bar. That's really amazing. And of course, it's in Italian, but it's not the purpose. So right now, so it was bar, B-A-R-R-E. And now I'm going to use BAR, sharing my screen. I'm learning the good technology, by the way. Bar, B-A-R, which has two meaning in my eyes. The most like it could be either the place where you can buy drinks, drink or or even eat, but most like drink. Could be the place. Could be also the element where the what garçon café, the waiter, I think it's waiter, is serving you. So the piece of wood, hopla, here is your drink. And if you go on a cafe and you are outside and you see service on the bar, that's it. You have to go inside in front of the bar, ou devant le bar, ou devant le comptoir, by the way, and to ask for a drink. You don't wait outside because they don't serve outside. So it's the place where you drink. From the English bar, from the French bar, B-A-R-R-E, that's really interesting. Bar de comptoir, that's it, the long piece of wood that is like in the bar, in the cafe. Oh la 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 la, lots of things, interesting things in Dutch. Wow. So interesting. So the comptoir, the place where are served the drink, or the building where are the débit de boisson. That's the place. Not only the piece of wood, but you enter in au bar. Je vais au bar. That means that you are in the cafe, or the opposite of the restaurant, by the way. So it could be the place to serve or the building. But there is another meaning. So there is also many expressions, but I'm not going to more details, like depending on the bar à chanson is the French version for karaoke, I think. Bar à chat, the cat bar, where there are cats. Bar à cocktails. Bar à dame, only for women. Bar à hôtesse, I don't go for that because it's quite a bit like sexy. Bar à sourire, never heard about that. Bar tabac, where you can smoke, but it's not, bar de danseuse nue, I don't go too much into the details, striptease and blah blah blah. Yeah, so pilier de bar, that's an expression, someone that is always in this place, like the guy that is in Caribbean pirate in the boat, that is really the body is in the wood, partie du navire, partie d'équipage. Piano bar, when you are hearing music. Resto bar, where you can eat, also snack bar, little restoration. Wagon bar, when there is the rail and serve drinks in the train. So many other explanations, and we have 6 minutes, so I'm not sure that I will be able to sing a song, but it's like a buffet, counter, bar, and pub. Bar in the US and pub in the UK. That's interesting. Aside that, it's all. But also another meaning, bar, it's a fish. It's a fish. Bar, B-A-R. And in English, it's sea bass. Sea bass. That's interesting. And so, yeah, so I don't have any other explanation to say. There is third meaning. Yeah, this one, B-A-R. It's quite not so much used, but it's about the weather, to measure the mass who is equivalent to a ton, like bar, which is bar in English also. So this is interesting. And the fourth meaning, no, it's too much jargon in IT. Fifth meaning, no, also too much jargon. So, and that the pronunciation is the same, B-A-R or B-A-R-R-E. It's the same pronunciation.
Bar.
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 So that's it. And 43. So I still have 5 minutes. And barré, oh là là, I'm just going to survoler ça, because it's like, I love this because it could be like a crazy guy. So barré could be that is closed. Une route barrée, a road that is not accessible anymore. Or something that is striked, like barré. Je mets une barre sur ce mot. I put a strike in this word, and this word is strike, striked, barré, biffé, marqué. But you more use this one like someone that is crazy, weird, extravagant, funny, or improvisable, or someone that is engaged. But there is an expression mal barré. That's not something that is going to be well, by the way. But like, yeah, so Bart. I don't know if the expression. I will check later on because I'm not going to say that. But barré is a bar with the A, by the way.
Barré.
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 Barré. That's it. So with that, barré in Spanish, from the verb barrer. In Spanish, I was never imagining there was a accent on top of the E in Spanish. So I'm learning in the way. So I share. No, I stop the share right now, and I'm going to share another person. Which one? This one, because also is amazing. I would like to illuminate this person because he does a lot in his own energy for the community. And so I'm going to share, to eliminate, and I assure you, he is not barré. He is not crazy, but he's funny sometimes. So, and I wonder, how do you pronounce your first name? Because for me, it's Joël. And for in English, it is.
My name is Joel Felsenstein. Thanks for checking out my profile. Let's connect and see where conversation may take us. Have a great day.
Oh, clever. I love this customized message. I do the same with me. So, but he's doing amazingly well with that. So it's Joel.
My name is Joel Felsenstein.
So
thanks for checking out my profile. Let's connect and see where conversation may take us. Have a great day.
Yes, have a great day, you too, Joel. So in French, it's Joël, by the way, because when you see, I wonder, but I'm not going too much into the detail about that. But feel free to connect with him. He's amazing. He's doing a lot of amazingness in the video. So I would like to illuminate him, and also Jackie, by the way. Thank you again for your voice message that I will hear later on, and thank you for showing up on the restream, and also thank you for all the other people that are watching live and that are not commenting or not commenting yet, and also on the replay team. So with that, it's already 47. I have an event tomorrow, a group event. I will go more into the details. Always, I make things on the last minute. So whether there will be people or not, this Sunday, same hour, I will hold a session to present my program and to show you what I am passionate about French. So with that, bear with me. In 24 hours or so, I will have an event. And I wonder if I can have des minutes en plus. I will probably hold few minutes for sing you a song, because I know that CJ is loving karaoke, by the way. And in French, I don't know if you know. I love this one. No, I'm not going to sing you a song, because I was thinking about the song from Johnny Hallyday, Qu'on me donne l'envie, and I will probably sing it to you tomorrow. But from now I'm going, because this song is really remembering me, another text that is amazing, that exists in many languages. So in English, in French, in Italian, I think also in Spanish, I'm sure, in every language. But at the same time, I would like to quote you in French, And I wonder if I can find a page where you see in the same time the version in English and in French. Well, I don't see it on the same page, but I'm going to show you that it exists in English also, because maybe you don't know this prayer. And I believe on God. I'm not religious. I believe on God and Jesus. And I will let you discover the prayer in English on the form of pictures, by the way, because I love pictures. So let me know if it works. Technology. And aside that, I will hydrate myself because there is even in Italian, but I'm going to show you in English if it works. I'm too much drawn with technology. I will try my best to make it done. Okay, that worked. So thank you for your patience, all the humans that are watching. Instead of a song, I was thinking that I will quote a prayer first in French and then in English, so that you will have the equivalent. And of course, I will share to you the different things in the comments, so that you will be able to check it out afterwards. So, sharing my screen, the prayer in French first, because this is my life. This is my mission, by the way. And I was thinking about Johnny and qu'on me donne l'envie, qu'on me donne l'obscurité pour que j'aime la lumière. Give me the darkness so that I can see the light. So that's in the same vibes of the prayer of la prière de Saint François d'Assise, by the way. So I will quote it in French first. And bear with me, I'm going extra time just for you. So, and I'm going to zoom in so that you can see it properly. Seigneur, fais de moi un instrument de ta paix. Là où est la haine, que je mette l'amour. Là où est l'offense, que je mette le pardon. Là où est la discorde, que je mette l'union. Là où est l'erreur, que je mette la vérité. Là où est le doute, que je mette la foi. Là où est le désespoir, que je mette l'espérance. Là où sont les ténèbres, que je mette la lumière. Là où est la tristesse, que je mette la joie. Ô Seigneur, que je ne cherche pas tant à être consolé qu'à consoler, à être compris qu'à comprendre, à être aimé qu'à aimer. Car c'est en se donnant qu'on reçoit, c'est en s'oubliant qu'on se retrouve, c'est en pardonnant qu'on est pardonné, c'est en mourant qu'on ressuscite à l'éternelle vie. So now I'm going to share it to you in English. Bear with me. So here we go. Sharing my screen. Here it is in English, and I will quote it with the same fervor. Prayer of Saint Francis. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in the giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. And it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Amen. And you notice, by the way, there is not the amen on French, but amen in French is amen. And I will talk about that later on because there is also so much things to say about amen. But with that, my friend, we are right up to the 48 minutes that I was promising you. So extra time. Wish you are having a lot of value. And thank you again for the replay team for your comment. I will dare to check all the comments later on. Keep shining, keep elevating each other's, keep loving yourself. And I'm going to sing you a song, by the way, but it's a short one. I'm gonna love me again. Check in on my very best friend. Find a wind to fill my sails. Rise above the broken rails. So with that, my friends, I'm free. So, oh, ho, ho, ho. I'm gonna love me again. So with that, my friends, see you tomorrow for the next ChLogOlate, probably tomorrow morning, and see you tomorrow evening. So when I say morning is my time, so morning could be your night, and Sunday evening could be your afternoon. Who knows? We never know because there are also an audience not only in US but also in Australia. So my tomorrow evening will be your Monday morning. So thank you so much for watching my ChLogOlate. I will do that day after day, after weeks, after months, after years, after decades, until my last breath, until I probably reach the honorable age of 89 years old. I don't know. Who knows? But each day is a blessing. Each day is a blessing. So keep shining, everyone. Thank you so much for attending this amazing session. Je suis Barré. I'm not crazy. I'm a bit weird. I'm comic. So Barré could be used to different things, by the way. So with that, thank you so much. Keep shining, everyone.